Coming up on Sbu TV, an alumnus is one step closer to becoming the governor of New York, and flames are a caution to Bonaventure students. Hello, and thanks for watching Sbu TV. I'm Erin Lowry.
And I'm Leah Murphy. Buffalo multimillionaire and 1968 graduate of St. Bonaventure, Carl Paladino, won a surprising upset in this week's Republican gubernatorial primary.
If we've learned anything tonight, it's that New Yorkers are as mad as hell. And we're not going to take it anymore.
When Carl Paladino began his campaign in March, he was believed to be a long shot to win the Republican nomination. However, earlier this week, Paladino defeated Rick Lazio to earn the ballot line in November. Paladino was jubilant after earning the nomination.
I'm here to thank you for choosing me as the Republican candidate for governor of New York.
Paladino's next opponent is Andrew Cuomo, the Democratic candidate. Paladino's campaign has been backed by Tea Party supporters who have been behind other primary upsets this year nationwide.
Politicians are famous for mudslinging, name-calling, and downright crazy ads. This year, the creative juices are flowing. Jeanne Moos takes a look.
When it comes to this season's campaign commercials, the best remake of a classic award
I'll get you, my pretty.
goes to the Republican who tried to get Nancy Pelosi by portraying her as the Wicked Witch of Oz.
Hello, my pretty. I will save you.
But she can't save herself from Pelosi's opponent.
Step back, everyone.
Oh, I fell.
Thank you for saving us. Who are you?
I'm John Dennis. I'm running for Congress.
He's also run into criticism.
Saying that, you're a sexist pig.
Do you feel that way?
No.
This season's most oddball ads have featured tattoos, lunchboxes, sneakers, scary old people,
You're gonna have to answer to us.
fake babies,
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
and even demon sheep.
Tom Campbell. Is he what he tells us? Or is he what he's become over the years? A wolf in sheep's clothing.
The sheep in this case was slaughtered by Republican Carly Fiorina. Best horror movie remake goes to a doctor running for coroner in Orleans Parish who portrayed his opponent as Frankenstein.
We need a heart, a spleen, and a liver for tonight's sale.
Frankenstein won. Too negative for you?
I can't stand negative ads. Every time I see one, I feel like I need to take a shower.
Democrat John Hickenlooper is the cleanest candidate for governor of Colorado. This was an ad that required the candidate to make at least 6 wardrobe changes. And when we say 6 wardrobe changes, we're not counting the hat. The Best Shot Award goes to this Arizona congressional candidate.
Conservative Christian and a pretty fair shot.
I'm Pamela Gorman, and I approve this message.
Some ads are so macho,
Bet you didn't know that. You know why?
they invite parody.
Bet you didn't know that. Well, it's true, but it ain't, because I made it up.
At least this candidate for Alabama Agriculture Commissioner didn't open fire.
I'm Dale Peterson. I'll name names and take no prisoners. I'll kill a man. I'll put a gun right in someone's mouth and say, you need more lead in your diet.
Both gun-toting contenders lost, but guns don't kill campaigns. Candidates do.
So give me the Republican nomination for Ag Commissioner or I'll shoot you in the goddamn head.
Jeanne Moos, CNN, New York.
St. Bonaventure officials are trying to spark fire safety concerns in SBU students. This week, students face the reality of fire-related accidents. Lauren Adams reports.
A scene like this on a college campus is normally a tragic one. But luckily, this week for St. Bonaventure students, it was all just a drill. SBU officials, with the help of Allegheny firefighters, set up a mock dorm room on campus and set it on fire to show students the importance of fire safety.
We wanted to demonstrate how quickly a dorm room would go up in smoke and flames, given different violations.
And students were surprised at just how quick that was.
It was really intense kind of thing, because you're like, what if I was in there?
It does make me kind of scared that my desk can go up really fast.
The fire took only 2.5 minutes to make the room go from this to this.
I was rather surprised at the flammability of some of the objects in the room. I have to be honest, I did not expect the computer or the electronics to go up that quickly.
But there are things St. Bonaventure students can avoid putting in their dorm rooms to prevent this from happening to them.
Candles, smoking, cooking violations, extension cord violations, those type of things.
The demonstration made fire prevention rules much clearer.
I do understand them now. I understood them before, but this just makes it more real.
For Sbu TV, I'm Lauren Adams.
St. Bonaventure officials say their fire prevention demonstrations won't stop with this one. They're holding fire safety training sessions for residential advisors and plan to show more real-life examples about fire safety. There was a special moment on the St. Bonaventure campus last Friday, and Sbu TV was there. On Friday, September 10th, the St. Bonaventure community gathered to remember the 9th anniversary of September 11th.
We remember, memorialized on this stone, Amy Doherty, Rob Peraza, Father Michael Judge.
All those in attendance picked up a flower to place on the memorial stone that is engraved with the names of the St. Bonaventure alumni who lost their lives on that day. The ceremony was held on Friday the 10th to give more people the opportunity to participate. More than 100 people were on hand for the annual ceremony.
They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and for many job seekers these days, the first impression isn't face-to-face. It's through email, and with employers flooded with resumes, it's more crucial than ever for applicants to stand out in a positive way. Kaleigh has details on how employers have pet peeves when it comes to resumes and how you can avoid them.
With the unemployment rate near 10%, companies are bombarded with resumes each time they post a position. Job search site Career Builder recently surveyed more than 2,500 hiring experts about how they review those applications. 38% said they spend less than a minute reviewing a resume, 18% less than 30 seconds.
We found that employers are getting hundreds of resumes and they're whittling it down to less than 25 that they're actually going to go through and make a decision who should come in for the next interview and who should eventually get the job.
Numbers like those can leave job hunters looking for ways to stand out from the crowd, but some attempts miss the mark. Employers surveyed cited examples like a candidate who topped her resume with a picture of her cat, another who sent a 24-page resume covering achievements of a career spanning all of 5 years, and another who informed the hiring manager, "I'll have your job in 5 years." The serious advice from these humorous anecdotes: don't get too personal and don't be too confident.
You want to make sure that whatever you're doing to sell yourself and to put yourself ahead of the competition, you're doing it in a professional way.
For best results, 8 in 10 employers surveyed said customizing an application with information specific to a job posting gets their attention first. Keep it professional, no cute email addresses and no emoticons. And make it easy to read with bullet points highlighting your best skills. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
The Challenger Learning Center offers students and the public a hands-on way to explore space. I went to do some exploring of my own.
Well, when students first arrive, they go into what we call a briefing room, where we spend time talking to them about what the mission is all about, the Challenger program and what happened when the Challenger exploded in 1986. And then we prepare them for what station that they will be working at.
Teams of students will either be sent into the mission control room or the space station. Once inside, students work off the flight manuals in order to successfully complete their missions. The tasks include math, science, and technology skills, and they focus on team building and developing communication. After receiving their briefing, a team of students will come into this room to simulate what it's like to be on an actual space station.
They have to try to find Comet Halley, or in our Mars mission, to get them to the Mars and to pick up the team that's been on Mars. This is the mission control room. So this is based on what you would find at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. It's very much like the room that they have there, and it takes approximately 2 hours to fly the full mission. But we fly missions 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So whenever a group wants to book, they just need to call us here at the center.
The center will hold an open house Saturday, September 18th.
Coming up in sports, a student athlete from Germany swimming freestyle in the States, and an actor turned Division I men's tennis player.
Get up, stand up, jump on my sister, don't give up the fight. We never give up the fight. You got to let them know how. I never give up the fight. Oh, get up, stand up, what we gonna do? Stand up for a ride. Get up, stand up, oh yeah, don't give up the fight.
Being a student athlete isn't easy, especially when you're from a different country. I talked with a female swimmer from Germany to see how well she's adjusting. Jeanette Dietrich is from West Germany, a city called Dawson. She has been swimming since the age of 5, and now she's a Division I swimmer here at Bonaventure, where she's expected to make a big splash.
She matches up very well. We expect her to make a huge impact in the Atlantic 10 Conference, not only in her individual events, but also on relays also.
Jeanette explains why she came to the United States and why she's excited to be a journalism mass communication major.
I think it's the best opportunity for me because to combine swimming and the good education in Germany is almost impossible. I dreamed of studying journalism since I'm 12. So I worked in Germany for the newspaper, local newspaper, and for the radio. And I also have an online blog.
So far, Jeanette has adapted well to the school and the changes in her life. Her teammates welcome her with open arms.
Jeanette really fits in really well, but she also brings something different to the team, and we all have a really good time, and she's just a great addition to the team.
The team in general is super, and we have a lot of fun together, and that already have a nickname from the senior or the upperclassmen girls. It's Jaja.
There are just a few differences from swimming in the States versus swimming in Germany.
Practicing pool in Germany is a long course meter pool, and this is yacht, so it's really, really short.
Jeanette talks about what the hardest part is about leaving Germany.
Leaving all my friends. I'm someone who likes having people around me, and so that was really hard. I'm really happy to be here, and I don't regret my decision to come, and I think I will never regret it.
For Sbu TV, I'm Leah Murphy. The team expects to do well at its first invitational competition October 10th in Buffalo.
Network television, hanging out with a star, not your ordinary day. But one St. Bonaventure men's tennis player did it all, and then some. Sbu TV's Tony Jones has the story.
Do what you can to conserve energy at home. Quick thought. Use a ball kit.
Billy Cove, in the blue shirt on the right, is not your typical college student.
I started modeling and acting when I was 4, so at a young age it was kind of, it was a little easier.
Cove has modeled for Nautica and Toys R Us and has acted in television commercials for Tide, AT&T, and the children's cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants, all while playing tennis and going to high school. Hustle and bustle has been a common theme since very early in his life.
It was tough. I was always, getting out of school early and then going into the city, and then if I had time, I'd come back, do some more schooling.
With the rigor of a student-athlete's schedule often hard to adjust to, being a student at St. Bonaventure is just the latest adventure for Cove.
The schedule is very hectic. I'm in classes in the morning till 12, then I have to do study hours, and I have practice and more study hours, so it gets a little hectic.
More striking was his record on the court in high school, 24-0 in his freshman and sophomore years, and he was the Queens Brooklyn City champion. Cove sharpened his skills while serving as a youth instructor at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, and that opened the door for him here at SBU.
While I was at the tennis center, my coaches helped me, with college, and so they referred me to St. Bonaventure.
The native of Forest Hills, New York, is used to the busy life of a big city, but Cove has embraced life already in the Bona bubble.
I come out here and it's, quiet everywhere, so it's a real big change, but I'm loving it out here.
Cove plans to stay involved with as much as his schedule will allow. For all of the success that he's had to this point in his life, he has one special person to thank for that, his mother, who has been instrumental in making his experiences possible.
She always keeps me going. Even, when I'm down, she always picks me back up, gets me going. Oh man, it's just so much my mother has done for me. I love it.
For SBU TV, I'm Tony Jones.
Cove and the men's tennis team will be back in action at the Army Invite at West Point October 8th through the 10th.
Last week, SBU TV featured St. Bonaventure's new sports information director. There are even more new faces in the athletic department, and SBU TV's Kevin Clark went to find out who they are.
Two of St. Bonaventure's newest coaches come to the school with very different backgrounds. Stephanie O'Callahan, the new diving coach, graduated from Michigan in May.
I knew once I got done with my athletic career, I didn't want that to be the end of my sports career.
The new cross-country coach, Bob MacFarlane, a 1977 graduate of St. Bonaventure, has spent the last 33 years coaching and teaching history at Bradford High School.
What high school coach wouldn't want to go back to their alma mater, and that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Athletic director Steve Watson is excited about both of his new coaches.
Bob's a Bonaventure graduate, is very, very passionate about Bonaventure, but also about coaching cross country. Stephanie's coached, not at the collegiate level, but she's coached with youth groups and with camps and things like that. So she's got a lot of coaching experience.
Whether it's running or diving, both coaches are looking to develop their program.
My goal is for them to have fun, but also get better.
I'm looking for improvement, and I want them to learn to be competitive.
Coach MacFarlane understands his team's improvement will take some time.
I know we can't step out of the basement of the Atlantic 10. We're looking at a 3 to 4 year program where we like to be like right in the middle of the pack.
Even with the change of scenery, both coaches feel right at home.
It's been a pretty easy transition. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but it's been nice.
It's really exciting to be back here. It's really interesting, and I enjoy it. The people here have been absolutely wonderful.
For SBU TV, I'm Kevin Clark.
The cross-country team's season is already underway, and the diving team begins its season in October. That's all for this week on SBU TV. I'm Leah Murphy.
And I'm Erin Lowry. For the rest of us here in the Coop Lab, thanks for watching.